So you're tuned into another episode of the Return of the Daddy Volo Chronicles. So this will be officially episode 4 of preliminary stuff that I'm working on. Today is February 17th. It's a Saturday. It's 2:08 p.m. I'm a determined turnaround time I'm going to do on this. I'm going to try to have this out by 6 o'clock. That's the goal. I got a couple of things I got to do. Got to run around and stuff. But I just wanted to jump on here real quick to recap as we move on in these lessons, which is actually lessons for myself because I'm just doing rough drafts, throw it together, get it on YouTube, get my subscribers up to 50. I think I need 50. Once I get up to 50, then I can live stream and then send these messages out to the people. So you know. If I send it to you via text message, this is directly for you, John, all the crew from the Go. Where we used to puff, but I'm not there anymore. But I'm doing good. You know what I mean? They can't hold me down, even though they trying to. But that's not really what I wanted to touch on. Like last episode, I talked about Cat Williams. I'm just jump right into it. And I mistakenly said 500 million views, which was I knew that was kind of why. That's why I was kind of hesitant in really expressing that number. It was only 50 million, and now it's up to 60 million views. So, and I even at one point I said if everybody gave $1, it would have been like $500 million, which would have been mathematically correct, but only 60 million people seen it. So it would have only been $60 million if everybody donated $1 to it. These are just straight linear equations, linear algebra equations that I'm putting right here. Excuse me. Straight linear equations. So $1, everybody donate $1, you make 60 million, right? Now, so for my perspective, if I get 10 people to view it and everybody send me $1, that's $10, and that's a great come up, So if you want to send $1, VOLO THAMP, $Volo there. Send me $1, and that'll help me build this this web page. I'm running for mayor of Philadelphia in 4 years. I'm trying to build a school for the children. It's a hip hop temple. Hip hop, like I repeat, is an American culture created by the children of the 1960 civil rights movement. When I talk about hip hop, I start off with the oratorical leaders like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Kwame Ture. I am going to elaborate on that, right? Now, hence then since it's Black History Month, I had to expand that. So every day for the month of February on Facebook, I've been adding a name to the list. Everybody has a day. I throw a name out there and just keep it moving, right? Another thing that I'm doing is the 30-day music challenge. So I just post a picture of the album and just keep it moving. Like I've been playing around with my friends because you're supposed to tag a friend with it too. But most of the people don't play the games anymore on Facebook. That's what I've been talking about. Like, why don't we don't even play games on Facebook. So when Daryl Weston actually tagged me on it, was kind of funny. He was like, well, why are you doing this? He's like, I can't do nothing else because as soon as I say Malcolm X, they're gonna shut me down for 30 days, And that's what we've been trying to convey as Black people. Like, that's the actual critical race theory that they're pushing on us. It's whenever we talk about our heroes being Black, the algorithm misconstrues that as being Black power, Black nationalism, right? Malcolm X being the main figure of what quote unquote Black nationalism. Marcus Garvey also being a product of that, because Garveyism is kind of what Malcolm X was explaining, but there, as he grew in thoughts, and you go across all his speeches and stuff. Yes, at first he was like, yo, give us this land right here, we're gonna build right here. That's what he was saying as Black people. By the time he left the Nation of Islam, he was like, listen, we already have our identity, we're Black, so we just need to build and we'll communicate with each other. That's the issue that we're having right now as black people. Because whenever I'm seeing, when I'm working all these jobs, whenever I see black people start to come together, whether it's, hey, let's huddle up real quick, 5 black people together, that's not good. They don't like that. They desegregating us. That's desegregation. It's not, hey, come live in a white neighborhood where it's nice and positive. All right, cool. Now we go live in the neighborhoods, and what they doing, they trying to push us back out of that neighborhood. No, we already exist in segregation. That's what Malcolm X's speeches start turning into. We're already segregated. Y'all are not helping us to build our communities. That's the problem. Instead, y'all taking away from our communities, the main thing being hip-hop culture. That's the main thing that they're stealing from our communities. So when I have Run DMC go, I'm DMC in the place to be. I went to St. John's University, and since kindergarten I applied the knowledge. After 12th grade I went straight to college. One of the greatest rhymes of all time. But they don't push that. Instead they push, shake that butt, suck that what, and do that what, nigga, right? That's what they doing. We know that that's what they doing. That's the game theory that they reversed on us. And then let me get to catching up. That's where I'm at right now. Because in order for you to understand what I'm talking about, really talking about, you have to listen to every video that I share with y'all, even on this page. Look at the growth of me and my son's videos. When we first started, the very first video, we started with, I am not afraid. Today I give myself permission to be all that I can be. New fields of divine activity now open for me. Unexpected doors fly open. We start spitting that real hip hop that the teacher gave us. He said his mother gave it to him. But when I start talking about the teacher, it's like, oh, you a slave to KRS-One. Just like they say that Malcolm X was a slave to Elijah Muhammad. So I can't even talk about Elijah Muhammad being a master teacher. Because now he's the one that killed Malcolm X. That's the game that they're playing on us. It's buy this book, Critical Race Theory by Thomas Delgado. I forget his name. I'll share that later on or whatever as we increase these talks. So he writes a book called Critical Race Theory, and in it he's talking about gays and lesbians. Wait a minute, what that got to do with critical race theory? Because they have to include that into the movement that Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, and Kwame Ture began, which is hip-hop culture. We're the children of that. So in order to help white people understand what I'm telling hip-hop culture is, I use Medgar Evers, John F. Kennedy, and Robert F. Kennedy. Those were the martyrs that white people should have been like, hey, I can relate to what you're saying hip-hop culture is now, because our leaders are dying over ignorance. Hip means to know. It's a form of intelligence. If you want to be hip, you have to be up to date and relevant. Hop, that's a form of movement. You can't just observe a hop. You got to hop up and do it. So when my son came home from school, this beginning of the school year, he talked about the mean, the median, and the mode of statistics. So we had little talks about statistics. Now he's coming home to me saying, Daddy, look, I can roll this dice, I can do this much, I can do that, and I can understand the probability. If I flip this coin, I have a 50-50 chance of getting heads or tails. I'm taking my calculator and I'm running this program to randomize it. And I'm like, son, that's game theory. That's all we've been doing. That's that next level. We started with statistics. Then we moved to probability. Now let's take this game theory to another level, because that's what they're doing. They changed the game on us, against us. So when I shared Guilty Simpson dice game or the Roots game, theory album as a cover, people don't even know what that is. They never heard it. So the people that even tag might not even peep the, check that album out again. That's how they reverse the game on us. That's not this Mark Lamar Hill, whatever his name is, Lil Nas, fake niggas. That's that real right there. That's Guilty Simpson. That's the Roots with Black Thought. But if y'all don't want to play the game, I actually flip a coin. Y'all don't want to play the game. So, if you don't play the game, you can't win. Y'all want to win without playing the game. I mean, I can go on and on this one right here. But I'm starting with Cat Williams because Cat Williams made 60 million, made it up to 60 million. It was almost hitting 60 million now. 60 million views. Now he brought on Monique. She's going to try to catch it. It's not going to happen. Why? Because all she can do is gossip about Oprah Winfrey. That's all she can do. Oprah Winfrey's not a hip hopper. She's an elder, but she started the gossip game. That's why I could share Janet Jackson being mad at her because of what she did to Michael. She started the gossip game. Wendy Williams came on with the gossip game, alliteratively. And what did they do? They used it. They used them against us. Cat Williams is different because, yes, Cat Williams called out Steve Harvey. He called out Edric Entertainment. He called out I'm mad that I forgot his name right now. Kevin Hart, right? He called out Kevin Hart. He didn't call out Dave Chappelle. But this Dave Chappelle responded like, all right, we playing this game now. We battle? All right, cool. And so Dave shot a little bit his way. Right? It's a game to us. It's sportsmanship. This is what the guys do. Oh, you gonna throw what's the name? Like a shadow box, right? If I throw on the movies Beach Street, they was in the subways dancing. The cops came and locked them up because they thought they were fighting. No, we started dancing so that we can stop fighting. That's what I'm giving you to help you become enlightened. So you're tuned into another episode of the Return of the Daddy Volo Chronicles.